Wow, so joining us now is Eugene Lee. He is a sports agent. He has 3 players possibly in the draft, or to be drafted, right?
That's correct, Stuart.
Ed Bratowski says a crime is being committed. You guys are really bad guys. What do you say?
Well, I think it depends on the agent. I had a conversation this week, a conference call with a client who's eligible for this draft and a financial advisor. And the financial advisor was saying, you know, if you want your agent to have control over your account to make decisions about to buy, trade, or sell, that's up to you. And I interjected. I said, no. I want you to make decisions about your money.
So you don't want to have control of the money. You want the player with his or her authorized agent, authorized financial advisor, right?
Absolutely. I believe it's part of growing up. It's part of maturing as a young man. Now, your role as an agent when these young men come into boatloads of money that they've never seen before is to guide them, well, to advise them accordingly.
If one of your 3 guys is signed up, he gets drafted.
Yes.
He gets a signing bonus, right? I mean, that's a
correct.
big chunk of money. I don't know how much. What is it, hundreds of thousands?
Depends on the round. Last year, the average guaranteed money for a first-round pick was over $10 million.
Whoa.
Second round was about $2.4 million.
And so you've got 3 guys hoping that today's the day.
More likely than not, they'll find homes tomorrow, but there's an outside chance later tonight we'll find a home.
So it's a tense time, isn't it? I mean, instant millionaires for maybe you and your 3 players.
I'll tell you what, when Saturday night rolls around, you are just so drained because of the peaks and valleys and emotions of the weekend.
All right, what would you do? One of your guys gets drafted, upfront signing bonus $2 million, and he says, well, I'm going to have fun. What would you say?
Your role as an agent is to advise them. I would step right in and say, hey, let's take a step back. It's about creating wealth. If you want to take care of your family, if you want to take care of your friends or, you know, outside family, it's your responsibility.
Eugene, hold on. Stay there for a second. Hold on one second. I've got the shuttle, which is in New York airspace as we speak. There you have it. It's approaching New York City. It's not that far out. It's going to get to New York City very, very soon, and then it's going to circle. It's going to go all the way around Manhattan, so all of those of us who are in the skyscrapers can look outside and get a really close-up view on a very, it is sweet, that's beautiful, on a very clear day of a 747 with the Space Shuttle Enterprise on the back of it. By the way, that particular shuttle never went into space. I don't know whether it was a working model or whatever it was, but it didn't go into space, but it's in the air now, approaching New York. It's going to find a home on the Intrepid. That is an aircraft carrier from World War II that's stationed on the west side of Manhattan in the water. We're going to put that shuttle on the deck, and you will be able to go around and see it. I think you'll be able to get inside the thing and have a look-see. Look, it's getting real close. There you get some perspective from the skyline. It's going to be all the way around Manhattan. They did this, I think, about 10 days ago when a shuttle was delivered to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. They flew it on the back of the 747 all around D.C. It was, again, a very clear day. Everybody could hang out and take a good close look. Charles, I think that's beautiful.
It is. It's absolutely beautiful. It's bittersweet, though, because the program is coming to an end, and next time we want to go to space, we've got to ask China or Russia for a ride.
That's right. Yeah. That whole team of people who built that brilliant enterprise is being split apart, never to be reassembled. You're looking at history that's going to eventually land in JFK Airport in New York City. That's a sweet sight. Does an NFL draft guy have anything to say about that beautiful sight right there?
I'll reiterate what Charles said. I mean, it's a shame that the era is coming to an end. I remember one of my first memories in 7th grade was watching the Challenger disaster in 7th grade at St. Michael's School, and we brought the TVs in, and we were just, it was an unforgettable day, just sad.
Would you spend your money, allow your tax money to go to keeping the space program going?
I believe so, absolutely. You know, we don't want to fall behind the Russians.
I like it better than the crabs on the treadmill.
Now, I don't know how long it's going to be circling the Manhattan for, but it is a beautiful sight. Our producer tells me it flew around Washington forever. they milked that to a large degree. I think they're going to do the same thing in New York. Well, why not? This is how your tax money was spent by Ronald Reagan, by the way. Okay? That's how he spent it. I think he spent it pretty well. But this administration is going to can the program, so what more is there to say? All right, everybody, last comment from Eugene Lee. You've got 3 players in the NFL draft. You're hoping that they are drafted today or at least tomorrow.
Yes.
I put it to you that the NFL makes a fortune out of that draft, that it's a very boring occasion for people like me. Go.
General population would beg to differ, Stuart.
Really?
That is the reason why the NFL switched the format. They want to have 3 days of the NFL draft. They switched it as of last year. They're going to continue it as far as I can see in the future.
They do make a lot of money on it.
Oh, absolutely. The draft has become such a huge cultural phenomenon.
But wait a minute, it's just a bunch of guys sitting around discussing. I mean, where's the excitement in that?
Oh, it's everyone being an armchair quarterback, somebody that can sit back and watch their favorite team, make selections, boo the selection, cheer the selection, saying, I would have done that differently.
You on a roller coaster? I bet you are. Your future income is sitting
I'm keeping it under wraps right now, but it has been a pretty tense time.
I was just going to ask, when these guys come and they do it, and I agree with your point. I met with some athletes not too long ago, about 2 years ago, and they wanted me to invest money for them. Mm-hmm. And when I told them the kind of return I think they could get, they just said, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!" Guys are telling me I can get 20% a month. How do you protect them from that? Because they're young and they believe this kind of stuff.
The foundation is trust. Once you establish that trust with your client, they know that you are going to make decisions and advise them in their best interest.
The NFL kind of rubber stamps some of these guys too. I mean, almost every year there's 1 or 2 guys who have been approved by the NFL. What kind of vetting process does the league have?
It's a process where you fill out an application, you make sure you run a background check. It's pretty basic. As an agent, your role is to be that fiduciary guardian.
But to your point, you got to let them grow up, and that means a lot of times learning the hard way.
It does, but at the same point in time, you can allow them to make decisions, but guide them at the same point in time.
By the way, everybody, if you know New York, you'll know that shuttle underneath the 747, on top of it rather, is just flying over the George Washington Bridge. So it's going straight down the Hudson River. And again, it is a very clear day. So everybody, all the millions of people in Manhattan, they're looking up as we speak, looking over to the west side, and down it goes. Okay? Eugene Lee, we wish you the best of luck tonight. I hope the guys make some serious money for you, and I hope you take care of the money for them, okay?
I will do my best.
You're a good man, Mr. Lee. I don't care what they say.
Thank you.
Thank you.